Namaste, beautiful soul. Welcome to the Blooming Lotus Healing Channel. My name is Jakara, and I am a spiritual healing facilitator. And today I am going to share with you a little bit of a message that I channeled through some oracle cards and also some information that may want to come through while I record this video. So by the time that we post this video, we're going to be already over the Lionsgate portal. And but I don't want you to get discouraged if you didn't really get the chance to connect to the portal or didn't get the chance to connect to the manifestation, the powerful manifestation energy that is going to be this year. I just want to invite you to check out the link that I'm going to leave on the description below, where I will be sharing the pre-recorded clearing that I created specifically for the Lionsgate portal and the master number 22. So if you listen to, or if you watch the previous video where I was talking about the Lionsgate portal, you already know that I mentioned that number 22 was a big number for us during that day. So I don't want you to get discouraged if you missed it, because I did infuse the energy for that portal into that recording. So when you access that recording, you'll be able to access the healing and the clearing that was available for that time. So I just wanted to mention that I received messages in regards to the energies that are available right now, especially because there's a lot of shifts happening. For a lot of us, we are going through this process of releasing the old and going into the new. And then, of course, the portal, the Lionsgate portal kind of brought us closer to the blueprint of what we're meant to be embodying here on this planet. And then also there's an essence of shift and transition that can get a little difficult sometimes for a lot of us. And I know that a lot of people have been mentioning that energies have been feeling quite heavy, and they don't really go away as fast as we like them to go, because again, we're processing so much. Remember that we're processing things not only from this lifetime but other lifetimes as well. So just really be patient with yourself during this time. So that's where Spirit really indicated that really we're being invited to nourish ourselves and to slow down and to recognize that sometimes we just need to gather the strength, just to take a moment, just to take a breather and prepare ourselves for the next step. So if you're feeling, because we're right now in the season of fire, and fire tends to sometimes bring a lot of energy forward and a lot of tends to make things really go faster than what we would like to. So just know that, just be aware of that energy, but still take the time to really get yourself into that space of nourishment, self-nourishment, and reflection as much as you can. Right now, also specifically this week, we are being invited to, as a collective, to really look into our inner voice and what our inner voice, our inner connection to our soul is really trying to tell us in regards to our connection to our feminine energy. Because what happens is that we're really in this transition of coming from a very masculine type of environment where we really lived a life and build our societies from a place of the masculine energy, which is a beautiful energy. However, the feminine has been cast aside, and the feminine tends to be slower, tends to give herself the chance to slow down, to receive, and to really listen and be in that soft type of energy. So it's important that you really give yourself that space to, the nourishment is really connecting, or the slowing down is really connecting you to that feminine energy that is absolutely necessary for you to heal. But you're going to be receiving messages, and I want to invite you to really pay attention to your inner voice and these messages that are really inviting you to slow down, really inviting you to take your time, inviting you to go outside into nature. Just really pay attention to these specific guidance that you're receiving, because there is a reason why you're being told to do these things. And everyone is going to be different, right? Like the guidance that you're going to get as a soul is going to be different than the guidance that I'm going to get. But overall, it's going to be guidance that's going to invite us to slow down in our own unique expression or way. Now, the other thing that I wanted to mention as well is that we don't have to force things to happen. So a lot of the energy that I'm seeing here for this week is that is the just as we are transitioning from this big portal of manifestation, just recognize that everything is going to fall into place in the divine timing, and in divine timing. And remember that that everything is going to happen exactly the way that it's meant to be for you. One of the messages that I've received from Spirit in the past is that sometimes things are not given to us in certain times of our lives because of the compassion that the universe has for us. Sometimes we're not really ready, even though we think that we're ready to handle certain things, we're not really ready to deal with all of that stuff. So we're given the opportunity to really work on ourselves and work on our foundations, so that way when we do receive those things that we're calling in, we are truly prepared to hold space for them and really allow them to express fully in their full capacity for in our lives. So just remember that. I just want to encourage you to recognize that even though you may not see things going as fast as you'd like them to be, that message from Spirit is to just remind you that everything in divine timing is basically the way that it works for us. It doesn't work against us. And sometimes our ego kind of gets in the way, and we get frustrated with the universe because we're not getting the things the way that we wanted. But just remember that there's a reason behind it. So maybe one invitation that I can give you is to ask Spirit, if things are not going as fast as you'd like them to be, you can ask if there's anything that you can do, and try to feel and receive the guidance for that. The other thing that I see is really interesting. As the collective, we are going through an ascension process, and then everyone is basically saying this. And then, so just remember, be patient with yourself. These transitions sometimes can be a little jarring for some of us because the energy is so impactful when you go from one stage to another. You are really being expanded in such a way that is beyond what we thought it could be, and sometimes it can get a little overwhelming. Hence the reason why, going back to what I was saying previously in regards to why we don't get the things that we want right away, that is really Spirit being compassionate with us, because again, we are not meant to really go as fast as we can. We're meant to go at our own pace, at our own time, to be able to integrate as we go, to be able to understand really at a deep soul level the lessons, so that way we can move forward with that inner knowing, that openness in our hearts, because that's really what it's all about. It's about opening our hearts and even more and more and more every single time, because that's what ascension is. Really, is coming back into that beautiful essence of love. So that's basically it. That's all the information that I received this week. I noticed that you loved the video that I posted prior, and I just wanted to just thank you for sharing the video. And if you feel like this video can help somebody in your community, or maybe a friend or family member, maybe they need to hear this message for this week, please do share it. I'd love for you to spread this message far and wide. So thank you so much for your love, for your support. I'm so grateful for each one of you for watching my videos. I am just floored by each one of you, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So thank you for inspiring me to continue to make videos like this one. If you want me to continue making videos that are related to energy that I am picking up for the week, or for the month, or for a specific auspicious time, please let me know in the comments. You can always ask for any readings, any general readings that you might feel that we need as a collective. I am more than happy to post a video for that. So thank you so much and namaste.